Hello everyone and welcome back to another video for Final Fantasy. Today I'm going to show off my interface, basically my overlay that I'm using when playing PvP in Final Fantasy. As you probably know, Final Fantasy has just been received a full rework on how PvP works. We only have 12 spells now on each class in the game, so you only have 12 spells. We have got a new PvP mode which is called Crystalline Conflict, which you can do ranked, which is super fun. And also we got a new ranking system with the Crystalline Conflict. I'm bronze right now, and it also added a new battle pass where you can get a very cool glamour transmog set. You're gonna love it. So beside of that, you're probably asking, how do you get an interface or something like this that looks so amazing? Because you only have 12 spells in PvP. So when I play PvE, I use another interface, or you could say HUD. But when I play PvP, I use this one because I don't need more than 12 spells. So you can see I have my 12 spells here. I don't need those here. So I have my 12 spells here, and I have my commands here. So for example, when I want to kill someone, like if I wanted to kill that guy there, then I could press Control 1, this one here, and he's now marked as number 1 to kill. Or Control 2 to CC this person here, or number 3 to ignore this person here. Then I have Control 4 for my mount, Control 5 for emote, Control 6 for the emote, and then I have these last 3 here, because when you play the new PvP mode, you're not allowed to chat, because it's removed toxicity in the game. So you can use these like chat commands. So when you go into the PvP profile, quick chat, you can like drag and drop these quick words down. So for example, I have actually it should have them in a better order. So first, hello, retreat, and good match. So I can like finish if we win and I feel like it was a good match, I can say good match. That's how you can talk with people. But again, how did I create this fantastic overlay, you're probably asking? Well, let's get to it. So first of all, you press escape, you press on HUD, and you get in here. So I'm gonna go on my profile 4, which is totally new and I've never used, so to like show you how to do this. First of all, if you don't play it as with a controller, you can get rid of this cross hotbar and move it out, even like disable it. So I'm gonna remove things down here, so I have like enough space here. First of all, we're gonna take hotbar number 1. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on hotbar number 1 here. I'm gonna click on the settings icon and increase the size of it to, let's go 140. Yeah, and save. Now you can hold down shift if you want to like make it work into these boxes. You can see like it moves inside this grid. If you just hold down left click, it's just gonna like float, but if you hold down shift, it's actually jumping from box to box. You can see there's like all these small boxes in the grid. So I'm gonna try to see if I can match it with the box. So since we have 6 spells, we need to have this white line here in the middle of your 3 spells. So what I'm gonna try is I'm gonna try to see if I can make it work with holding down shift. There we go. And then again holding down shift, so it moves in boxes. Save. So now you can see that it's actually in the middle of my interface now. So again, back to here, HUD, and you can see the white line is perfectly in the middle. Then I gotta take my second hotbar, also increase the font size to 140, and do the same. Click save, and again hold down shift, get into that box, and make it go up here. There you go. So now you can see it's very close to being the same position. If you really want to like put it really like this, move it a bit down to make it really work. But you saw how I did this. I'm actually using my keyboard right now to move it up and down, so I don't, move it to the left and right. If you don't want to know how I do that, you can go into key bindings, and then it's the one called gamepad, I think it was. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, here we go. Move cursor up, move cursor down, move cursor target, move cursor left, right. this is mostly used for like when you play with a controller. So for example, if I used it out here, it will now switch between the targets. So you can see it's now switching between people. It's a mainly, I'm pretty sure it's like mainly a controller thing, because with PC you're just gonna click on people instead of doing that. So again, key bindings, system, and then change these to match mine. There you go. Because then when you go into HUD, you will then be able to now, you know, hold down shift, move it down so it fits. And if you want to close that gap I have down here, I can now click down on my down button on my keyboard, and there we go. Now it's perfectly aligned. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add hotbar 3, and we're gonna enable it. Gotta increase this. Well, actually, we're not gonna increase that size. Gonna let it be as it is, and then move it down. Hold down shift and move it down. So we can see now that it's actually fitting down here, but the spells are going over, so it looks a bit bad. So what I'm gonna try is I'm gonna decrease the size on it and see if it can fit in now. No. So let's try 80. There we go. It actually works now. So we have now hotbar 1, hotbar 2, hotbar 3. What I highly recommend is you click on the one here called duty, and then take the one called crystalline conflict enemy info, and like move it somewhere over here, because then you can always see your party members, sorry, the enemy's team, their HP, there's like health that you want to kill, because then you can just click on them directly here to target them. So recommending doing that always helps me. I think that's the most important things. And then of course you can clean up in your interface if you want, like moving down menu down here, get it down there, get down some gel, inventory. There we go. So now we have cleaned up in the interface a bit, and I can see it's actually, we need the limit break. The limit break is actually quite important in PvP. So we can move that one down there. Oh yeah, and then we of course need our parameter, like we need our HP. So again, make the white line in the middle of HP and mana. Yeah. Our experience bar, well, it's up to you if you actually want to have that. You could have placed the experience bar in the bottom of your bars, but in this case we could also just like, I don't know, we could throw it up here. There you go, save. So now you have like your experience bar up there. If you wanted, you can also just remove it. It's up to you how you want to have that one. Main quest, and again, action bars and HP. And then you can always switch between this and go back to your like your number 1, which is my normal interface for PvE. Go back to my PvP one, and you can see the one I normally use is like this, where I have my experience bar here in the bottom, I have my spells, and so on. But I actually begin to like the one we just created, because your spells get way more down and focused, and then your experience bar is up there. And again, we could also like take the experience bar and make it like, make it small line, so it's easier to like forget up there. Yeah, that's way better. Now it's just like a little line which we can forget. Or we could also like do something cool, like it's actually too big for that. Well, I mean, we could change it down to 60%. Like this, having it down there. And then change the main menu on top of it. Geo on top of it. Inventory. And it would look like that. I think that looks reasonable. use the keyboard commands to make it a bit more aligned. That should work. Then we can still see the experience bar a bit down there. I like this new one we just stayed mid. And again, switch between my profile 4 and my profile 2. So like switch, 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 switch. Cool. So thanks for watching, everyone. This was a quick video on my interface I use in Final Fantasy as PvP. And keep in mind, this is working for all the classes, because even if I switch over and if I want to play Reaper, so we're going to go over and play Reaper. There we go. Put on equipment, Reaper, and again, only 12 spells. Let's say, okay, what about if I'm a healer? Cool. Let's put on the healing equipment. White Mage. There we go. Again, only 12 spells. So it doesn't matter what spec you're playing, it's all the same. Everyone has 12 spells, so that's mean this is a really, really great overlay interface you can use in the game. So highly recommend, try it out. You're gonna love it. I'm pretty sure. So, thanks for watching. Have a great day. And I'll see you in another Final Fantasy video. Peace out.